Hey guys, how's it going? So I just wanted to do a quick review of Skeleton Crew. So episode 4, it goes right into where we left off. They come out of Lightspeed because they're trying to get back home. Obviously, it's like Lost in Space. They're trying to get back to At-Aten, and the kids aren't so sure. But when they get there, it looks like it. But then it also looks very post-apocalyptic, which that's not At-Aten. It's like the opposite. It looks like, a planet like At-Aten. Like there's even a kid's playground, but it's like I said, post-apocalyptic. It's like after like a big event, like everything's destroyed. So that's interesting. And the kids are investigating while Jod is at the ship with SM-33, and they end up meeting some kids, and they're like these warrior kids, and they bring them back to their headquarters, and the kids find out on that planet it's called, I'll put it up like a caption or something if I when I look at it after this, at Atkar, I believe it was. So but yeah, I'll go more into that later. But yeah, so they're at Atkar, and on that planet kids are treated like adults. They have to be warriors, they have to be soldiers, they have to fight. So that's why those kids that find them are like that. They're like dressed looking like soldiers, like warriors. And yeah, so but it's like Neil's episode. So yeah, it's mostly centered on Neil, and Neil gets to know the one main kid, the girl. She's talking to him about their planet and about how there's war, there's fighting, and he just says, why don't they say sorry? They should just say sorry and that will end it. Why do people have to fight? So yeah, like Neil, he's just so awesome and pure. He's just a good kid, good person. But yeah, I like that. That's how he feels. He doesn't like fighting. He doesn't want that. He just thinks everybody should say sorry. You don't have to fight. Just talk it out and say sorry. So I think that's great. And then, yeah, and then he sees some kids. Well, before he says that, he sees some kids and he gets some food because they have rations. And he gives them to some kids that he sees that are hungry. Neil, he's a nice kid. So I thought that was really cool to show Neil like that. So yeah, this is definitely his episode. And then they end up meeting, fast forward, the kids end up meeting with Jod and SM-33, and they find this location that has coordinates to all the planets in the system that they're at, and they're all at, something, there's At-Aten and Atkar that they're on. Again, I think that's the name. And then they find out the coordinates to At-Aten were destroyed because it's like these pillars that have them like inscribed into it, but there's like, it looks like a laser blast or something just completely annihilated those coordinates. And SM-33 reveals that he's the one who did that. His captain asked him to do that. And I forget the quote. It's the name of the episode. What was it? I don't remember. No At-Aten or something like that. And KB thought that maybe she can get into his programming and get the coordinates out. But then Fern remembered, hey, I just told my droid, like, I was home this whole time studying, so she thought she could figure out a way to get it out of him by just asking him to say it, to like disobey his orders from his captain. And then what happens, like SM-33 says like he's gonna have to like rip him apart because they were trying to get information that he can't reveal. And SM-33 goes after Neil. Neil tries to stop him, and then Jod turns him off. He like runs and turns the switch off, and he falls like right over Neil, and that pretty much ends the episode. But yeah, I thought it was a fun episode. It's an episode that's just further taking the journey of them getting home. It's fun. I know some people, I've seen in some reviews, people feel like it was a nothing episode. It was a filler, but I mean the Star Wars live action shows, for the most part, have always just been shows that are not about the destination, but about the journey. And this is their journey home, and they stopped somewhere where they thought, or at least Kim thought, or maybe she did on purpose, who knows, but where they thought was their home, at Aten. So yeah, I thought it was a fun episode. And I did see, I watched a few reviews, because I just want to address this, and I get it, everybody has different personalities, I completely understand that. Everyone is different. They've all been through different things in life that shape them into who they are. And especially when it comes to Star Wars, some people have high expectations. I'm someone that I go in knowing it's going to be a fun space fantasy adventure. And this wasn't the people that reviewed it, the YouTubers that reviewed it. They weren't saying this, it was just in the comment section. But some people were complaining that they didn't like that new girl, the kid, that she was sliding and flipping and jumping, just doing parkour stuff. They found that annoying. And I kind of thought about it like, for any human, not all humans, but some, a lot of them, especially kids, when you learn something new, and it doesn't have to just be jumping or flipping, just anything at all. But when you learn something new, something cool to you, you're like, whoa, I mastered that. I could do this now. I want to do it all the time. That's what I saw it as. She was just excited that she learned all these things. She obviously learned it through all her training to be a soldier, to be a warrior. Or maybe she didn't. But either way, she learned something cool and she wanted to do it all the time. And I was thinking, when I was a kid, I learned how to front flip and back flip into a pool. I thought that was the coolest thing, and I wanted to do it every chance I got. If I was going to be swimming in a pool, I had to do it. So, and again, I get it, everybody has different personalities. Some people go into everything seriously. And with this new era of Star Wars, people were very disappointed with it, so they're looking for things to nitpick, which I get. You don't have to like everything to be a fan of something. I've always acknowledged that. I've always said that in my videos. But try to take that serious part of your brain out when you're watching Star Wars. Just watch it for what it is. It's, George always said, it's for kids, and also it's also for those that are young at heart, Other than Andor, which is, it's just one portion of Star Wars, it's super serious. But Star Wars has always been serious but lighthearted. It's had humor, action, adventure. It's had the lighthearted moments and the dark moments. So just enjoy it for what it is. Try not to let every little thing annoy you. But if you can't help it, I get it. I've already said a million times that everybody's different. Everybody has different personalities, but try not to let little things like that, especially kid things, ruin your experience. Star Wars is for kids and those that are young at heart. And as long as you keep that in mind before pressing play, maybe you'll like it better. Maybe you won't. I don't know, but I hope the best for you. Maybe I know no one's required to like all Star Wars, but maybe you'll like it a little bit more when you're not going in with high expectations and ready to look for things to nitpick. And I'm not attacking you. I honestly, I love Star Wars, and I know even the people that nitpick it and complain about everything love it too. I want you to love Star Wars without having to nitpick it. And I get it. You're going to say, I'm just passionate, and that's why I say these things. I'm passionate too, but I don't go in with high expectations, which I acknowledge you're allowed to. I just want to enjoy Star Wars, so I just always think to myself, this is going to be fun. Not, is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Am I going to be annoyed if this little thing happens? Just enjoy it. I just want everyone to enjoy Star Wars. It's gotten pretty exhausting with everybody complaining, and I get it. When you first discovered Star Wars, that was the greatest piece of Star Wars you ever saw, and nothing will ever compare to you. That's how some people are. I get it. You'll never get your first reaction to Star Wars again, your first feelings, your first moment of watching it and seeing this new thing for you blow you away. I get it. But just do your best to enjoy what we're getting, and maybe you'll like it a little bit more. Not 100%, but more than you probably already do. With that said, hopefully you didn't run away with me talking about that. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you're enjoying Skeleton Crew. I hope you're taking care of yourself, staying out of trouble, staying hydrated, loving life. Just let me know what you enjoyed about this episode and Skeleton Crew overall. Just let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you enjoyed about it, what was fun for you. And like, subscribe, hit the bell. Hi, my name is Ryan, no spaces. May the force be with you. Peace. Take care.